In the United States, it costs, on average, $12,000 to have a baby. In Finland, it costs $60,000. We've got to end the disgrace of our profit-driven healthcare system and pass Medicare for all. That's an interesting thing there, Bernie. Medicare for all. This tweet was originally meant to push his agenda of socialism, communism. But I digress. It got me thinking. The average cost to have a child is $12,000. You're right, that's a lot, and it's ridiculous. What's even more ridiculous is that the average cost to adopt a child is $38,000. But what is even more ridiculous is that the average cost to abort or murder a child is about $450. What kind of world are we living in right now? That's right, America. It's time for you to really ask yourself the question, what kind of world are we promoting? What kind of society generates an atmosphere where it is easier to kill and promote death than it is to promote life? Abortion is murder, plain and simple. And you're not going to like this. A lot of people are not going to be happy with what I have to say, but it is time that we say it. In fact, let's look at some numbers, right? People like numbers, so let's do that. Did you know that since 1973, when Roe versus Wade happened, that 50 million American abortions have occurred? 50 million. In fact, many people like to compare Donald Trump to Hitler, which in and of itself is a complete and total lack of regard for what horrors that man created. But did you know that during the entire Nazi persecution, the estimated totals of people that were murdered is 17 million? Did you also know that the World Health Organization estimates that every year in the world, there is an estimated 40 to 50 million abortions every single year? Let's bring it back to America for a minute and let's discuss something like this to put it further in perspective for you. Did you know that the Civil War is considered our bloodiest and most murderous war conflict we've ever been in, with estimated totals of 620,000 men losing their lives? Did you know in 1973, the CDC reported after Roe versus Wade that 615,000 abortions occurred? Do you see what I'm saying? 5,000 souls, people difference between the Civil War and the very first year in 1973 that Roe versus Wade passes. Time magazine and other mainstream news outlets reported in November of 2018 that abortion rates have hit an all-time record low, dropping from 842,000 down 24% to 638,000 abortions. Bravo! Bravo, you only killed over 500,000 kids, but 638,000, that's weird for that to be an all-time low, because in 1973, there was only 615,000 abortions, so you're still lying and you're still killing more kids today than ever. That was just in 2015. Did you also know that it's not mandatory to report abortions to the CDC? Most people estimate back in 2015 the number of abortions to be 826,000. Ladies and gentlemen, the media, the mainstream media, Democrats, pro-choice people are lying to you. We are murdering entire generations of people every single year. Do you not understand what we're doing? Do you not see the issues that are revolving around this? Shouldn't be a topic of whether people should live or die. Oh, Graham, you're just blowing this way out of proportion and nobody would ever do this and that. Oh, am I really? Because I'm pretty sure the Senate just had a vote on whether or not, if a baby survives a failed abortion, should medical personnel be required to save that baby's life. What kind of world are we living in when we not only allow abortion, allow late-term abortion, allow up-to-birth abortion, allow post-birth abortion, which is infanticide, but we're also having discussions on whether or not, if a child makes it through an abortion attempt, if we should save that child or not? Are you literally saying that what defines personhood is the passing through a female genitalia? Is that what you deem to be a person? What about people with C-sections that don't pass through the vagina? Do they not count? Do they not have the same rights and benefits as those of us that go through the vaginal canal? Do you realize how stupid you sound in making this argument? Every single person that is pro-choice, every single senator that is trying to push these horrible legislations to murder children, look your children in the eye and apologize to them and tell them that you did not consider them to be a person until they passed through their mom's vagina. Think about it for 1 second. Our future generations will look at us as savages and be ashamed that we were even entertaining such conversations that we are right now. We like to think that everybody else is the problem in America, but the truth of the matter is, we are.